Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a semi-disaster situation playing as the Slaughterhorn tribe, where we're very late in the campaign, turn 114, and we've got a huge swarm of Vampire Coast going towards his only two armies that he's got, and he can't seem to manage it. I'm absolutely dumbfounded that you could be this late in the campaign and only have achieved 38 marks of ruination. This indicates to me that this player is like not just new to Beastmen, but just new to Total War in general. Because if we have a look at the battle difficulty here, it's all on normal battle difficulty, which is pretty much the default. So he may not have even have adjusted the difficulty before starting the campaign. Is what it is. Anyway, let's read out the email, give us some more context, and then assess the situation and see what we can do to help him out and figure out to do what he wants to do in this campaign, because it's not being done. So he says, "Hi Legend, in an attempt to learn how to play every faction in this game, I decided to have a crack at Beastmen next. I only have Toroks available, but that's beside the point of what we got going on here. So that means that he doesn't purchase the other DLC, so don't use Dread to get the other Legendary Lords, because then you won't be able to stay far without purchasing the DLC, that is. I wanted to get more armies, therefore needed to complete more Rituals of Ruin." Gone the wrong way about that, but that is correct. That's how you get more armies. However, our water-bordered crab vampires to my east attacked one of the settlements I needed to gain more ruins without going to war with them. That doesn't really make sense, but okay. Long story short, I went to war because screw crabs for ruining my fun. Okay, you go to war for whatever reason you want. You're playing as the Beastmen. You should be going to war for whatever reason. I picked up the Sword of Cain while I was making my way to the Empire Lands, and then decided to fall back to protect Herdstones against the Dark Elves. Okay, good. Pick up the Sword of Cain as the Beastmen. It's great for them. Who cares about your Herdstones? They don't matter. If you lose a Herdstone, you don't lose your marks of ruination. They don't provide you any. They do have some economic value with some of the Herdstone buildings, but they're really not important. But whatever. Then there's more. The army I am attempting to build up is a Minotaur doomstack, but I lack the ruins to make that dream a reality. Thank you if you can and are willing to help. P.S. So you don't go into it totally blind, if you don't wish to open the save file, there are 5 armies to the east, at least 3 are full stacks. Behind them is another army, and to the south is a much smaller army. Okay. Oh boy. So we're actually facing east. The camera's facing east. So this is the 5 armies he's talking about. They are to the right of us. That is actually to the south. So the north is here. That's actually the way the camera should be facing. So use Q and E to rotate the camera around. And if you're unsure, you can look at the map here, and it does show our camera movement and what angle we've got it. If you press the home key, so let's just say we've got it completely around the wrong way. If you press the home key on the keyboard, it'll go to your capital and reset the camera, so that's facing north there. So yeah, there was actually to our south, there's that other army, and the other one who's talking about is actually to the north. Alright, so we can see here that this probably his starting Herdstone. He never actually lost it. The fact that he's got 10 ruination tokens locked in with that one tells a bit of a story. He basically hit this button the moment that it was available, and the thing is, once you do that, you can't add more to it. Now, it seems like he hasn't learnt that lesson yet, despite having done this multiple times, it seems, because yeah, that one's at 16. That seems very low, considering this whole area has been blown up. What you usually want to do is, set up your Herdstone, clear out the entirety of the Bloodgrounds area, and when there's just no more fights going on, then you hit the ritual, because the amount that of devastation is based on the number of battles you fight and the number of settlements that you blow up. And so if I was to press this right now, we're not going to get any more. And if you want to get a Minotaur Doomstack, you need 100 Ruination tokens, of which you have 38, so we've got 62 more to get, which you could potentially get given the number of armies that are here, but we also need to check what is actually the Bloodground that we can fight in. So when you click on your Herdstone, you can see this symbol over it here. That indicates it's part of the Bloodground. So this over here is not. This over here is not. Yeah. So of the Bloodground of this particular Herdstone. So this Bloodground area is part of this one, but this one's completed. Now what we can do is actually abandon the Herdstone and then just recolonize it you lose these ones here, but that allows you to start up another ritual. You still get to keep these tokens. Once that's done, it's done. The main benefit is to keep the buildings, especially this one here. The dread gain from battles plus 20% faction wide. That's really good. I'm glad that you've actually built that one. As for these other ones, they don't really matter so much. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, we have a look at the difficulty. Put that on maximum. All right, so I want to have a look at your statistics a little bit. This will give us a bit of an idea. Yes, okay, so, oh my god. 37 battles at turn 114 with Torox. That is an average that's lower than one battle every 3 turns, which for Torox by himself should be fighting an average of 3 battles every single turn. So that, oh my god, these are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up, man. And, oh my god, you've auto-resolved all but 1 battle. Okay, if you want to learn how to play the game, you should actually play the game. Now, I'm not saying you have to auto-resolve, well, never auto-resolve, but only fighting 1 battle in 114 turns, you're not learning how to play the game at all. So it hasn't benefited you one bit. The part of the problem, though, is because Creative Assembly, when they put the battle difficulty at default, like here, you get an auto-resolve bonus. So it's most of the time, especially if you're ambushing, all the battles will be like, yeah, decisive victory, decisive victory, decisive victory. And you're like, well, why do I have to fight it manually if I'm going to get a good result? So it's just a really stupid system, especially if you've got it on easy battle difficulty. And people who want to learn how to play the game will never learn how to play the game if they auto-resolve everything. So yeah, it's just a problem with the difficulty, I guess. But anyway, let's see what we can do here to get what you need. So with your Torox army, you've got the Sword of Cain. That's great. Yeah, you've only got 3 Minotaurs because until you get to 100 Ruination tokens, you actually can't get any more capacity for Minotaurs. You've got the base amount there at 1, but you can't get any more. So that's fucked. Holy shit, man. I gotta wonder, do you know this button here exists that you can actually do these rampages and you can reset your movement? Because that's the big thing with Torox. You can get so much done in a single turn. Got this other army over here. Can you recruit any more armies by any chance? Nope. Alright. So, the problem that we're facing here is that these guys are all on the edge of the blood ground. So if I fight them and push them into this blood ground here, we're not going to get any Ruination tokens. So I actually need to get around the back of them here and push them in this direction to some degree. But we can't reset our movement until... Okay, hang on. Yeah, you come over to here. So there's a hero here as well. We don't want to attach this into Torox's army because Torox has 203 move points. And if we attach him in, then he'll only have a maximum of 100 move points because all of the units that get a boost of whatever's causing him to increase movement, that happens at the beginning of the turn. That has already happened. So if you attach someone else into the army, that's going to lower our max movements, which is going to make this way less effective. And while a spellcaster would be good, we've only got 45 points of magic. Just don't worry about it. Just put it into this one here instead. This guy's got... Yeah, just get rid of that. No big deal because you can easily replace it. Right, get this one over here. Alright, and now, looking at Torox, we got a lot of movement. And if I was to come around over here... he's got... Hang on, let me have a look at his skills. I'm sure he's got Lightning Strike. Just in case we don't ambush. You really should have gotten Foul Premonitions. That would have been very good. For the ambush success chance. Because, like, if you have a look here, you got 80% ambush success chance. But... So that means 1 in every 5 attacks that you make will fail the ambush. But if you're at 90% ambush success chance, well, that means 1 in every 10 will fail you. So it reduces your fail chance by half, so that's pretty good. So yeah, if I come over to about here and go for this one at the back instead, we'll then be pushing these towards, into the blood ground area, so we just absolute carnage with them. If I go for this one first, I won't be able to reach them. Alright, so go... Plus, we might want to set up another blood ground. Alright, it's a bit risky. Torox gets kind of a forced march movement with going into raid stance. Juggernaut raiding. You get a bit of extra movement. So that's why I needed to know if I had Lightning Strike. But, you know, given the amount of movement that we got here, it should be fine. Alright, so this one's probably not going to be able to reinforce for this battle here. Unless I stick him in there. Which... I don't think that's what I want to do. No, it's fine. Okay, that's it. Just push them out into here. Alright, so our chance of ambushing is 60%. Yeah, because the Herdstone provides 20%. That's okay. Okay, we got the ambush. That's fine. I didn't check your equipment, did I? Accursed. Oh, no! No, not the accursed armor. It's good armor, but it reduces our speed. Speed's so super important for Torox. Not that big of a deal, though. I just remember next time to take it off. Yeah, the Talisman of Preservation and Horn of the First Beast. Yeah, that's good melee defense. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Oh, actually, if you go lightning... No. Yeah, go for it. I just realized that if you fail the ambush and there's like loads of reinforcing armies and you go with a lightning strike, you actually get shitloads of experience, but we just don't really need it. He's rank 39, it's fine. Okay, so we don't want to wipe them out in this battle, because we want to get as many fights out of them as we possibly can. So what I'm going to do, because we've got the Sword of Cain, I'm going to... Do they have artillery? Yeah, they do. Because, yeah, we've got some units that... pretty sure don't hide. Right, hang on. If I just put them there, put the ones that don't hide up here, and I'll actually just withdraw them from the battlefield. Okay. Then you just come over here, go kill him. Yeah, this is the problem. Cursed armor makes us slow. Oh, come on. Imagine not being able to outrun fucking crab. Alright, they're hidden, that's all good. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, wait, he stopped. That's fine, because we don't want to kill the entire army now anyway. It's just... It's good to kill the Lord first. But yeah, as long as one of their units leaves the battlefield, that's all we need. Of course, they've got the chance of raise the dead. There's always a chance of none of them being raised from the dead, especially if it's mostly chaos corruption here. Yep. See, a big clump of enemy forces when playing as the Beastman is usually like mouth-watering. Like, yes, please. Don't know why he... I think he hit the panic button. Oh, this is what's been happening. He would attack them, ambush them, and fucking auto-resolve, and even on normal battle difficulty, still take more casualties than what we're going to do. And so it would just keep grinding him down, and he wasn't able to ambush and auto-resolve all of the armies before being worn out. So he was just being like real lazy. And of course, if you just come down from where we were and just push them all out of the blood grounds, well then that's not much use either. You'll end up with another Herdstone that's only done 20. Alright, so we weren't quite at full strength to begin with, but that's no big deal. I'll just take that. And should push most of these armies forward. Good. Okay. I'm not sure how many more battles we need to do, because it starts off fairly slow. Because another thing is, because we've got all these armies sitting in here, we don't have to kill them all right now. We could get enough to get this started, then go out somewhere else, burn a whole bunch of shit down, and then come back and basically reset this. Because, yeah, what you want to do is, when you've got the rampage at around this point here, try to find a big blob of enemy armies like this. Because if you go and blow up some settlement, and you're at this point, you go to this point here, and then you can't press this button. And you then need 2 battles to get to here. Doing that via cities is kind of difficult, but doing it via armies is quite easy, because you can usually... what's it called? Ambush them, so you get 2 battles out of them, especially if there's multiple armies. Okay, so go for this one. Got to be careful with this guy here, because they're not going to be pushed in this direction, and I do not want them to go backwards. So you got to attack whichever one is closest. I think it's this one here. We've got a little bit of movement, so I could still swing it around a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. We still got that other one. Good, another ambush. Good, and this one comes in as well, so that'll just mean more experience for them. Maybe we could even justify an auto-resolve on this one. No, because it could potentially wipe them out. We don't want that. Yeah, and that's another thing. Because you're auto-resolving all the battles, any armies that you go and fight up against, when you auto-resolve, you'll bloody well wipe them out, whereas if you fight it manually, you can get 2 battles out of them, more ruination tokens. Also, more dread. Because the amount of dread that you get, I mean, the game tells you that you get dread based on the amount of kills that you get, but it's actually bullshit. Because, oh, what's that? The game actually lies to you? Yeah, all the bloody time. There is a degree of it, but it's like 10 to 20% of the amount that you actually get. It's just basically fight a battle, you'll get 80% of the maximum amount of dread that you can get. And with the bonuses that increase the dread that you can get... Oh, I forgot to take off the thing. Oh well. I mean, he's fine. It's just... It makes him slow, that's all. Is he gonna leave? Oh yeah, the things that increase the global amount of... actually, if you could just drop down there, that'd be good. Global amount of dread that you can get. It affects the amount that you get from battles as well. Like, just from fighting a battle. So, I've had situations where I'd get like 500 dread from a single battle, but I only fought 1 unit. And if I had fought a full stack, it would have been like 540, so... Fight more battles, that's how you get more dread. Not about bigger armies. And that's the way it's always been with the Beastmen, and they just always had it this way. Okay, good. Okay, so just big fingers crossed that we're actually pushing them in the right direction. So... This looks like it was pretty close to getting the rampage started, because you got to be at the first tier in order to be able to reset your movement. So 205. Banner Swiftness is good. Put that on Torox. Good, that's it. Go in that direction. But Legend, they're going to attack your Herdstone. None of these are going to survive this turn. Unless they really fuck up. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so looking at this... Okay, we're not quite at the rampage yet, because this would be glowing. So Silostra next. Alright. Definitely want to make sure we ambush her. So, foul premonitions, and also take that off. And... If I fuse 2 of these items, there's a possibility of getting a Trickster's Helm or an Armor of Destiny. But there's also a possibility of getting the Troll Hide armor, because that's one of the draws for this one. And that is actually not good for Torox. Yeah, they do not have many items here. Let me just see. I'm just curious. I don't think you've got any of those. Oh my god. Next to nothing. 114 turns into this. Alright, grab the Battle-Scarred Ungor Raider. Well, this one's good. We don't have enough money for it just yet. So, I don't think that this is going to provide him extra movement this turn. But it will next turn. Extra 10. So that way you have 113. Alright, so now we attack Silostra. Hopefully it's an ambush. It isn't. That's more important, I think. It's a decisive defeat. We don't want this to happen, because that way we're losing the amount of armies, battles that we can fight out of it. We're very low on move points, so I'm going to back off. I'm not sure if I've got enough movement to make another attack, but if I go into raid stance, I will. But I'll have to lightning strike if that's the case. Still got enough movement, I think. Alright. So, okay, we should probably quick save. Yeah, just because this turn will be, I think, fairly long. It's not auto-saving, and the game crashes every now and again. I don't want to get like 90 or 90% of the way through this and then it crashes. There we go. Ambush success. And then let's fight it. So our other reinforcing army didn't show up. Wasn't part of the zone of control for this. Just a bit wonky with ambushes. But it's fine. The odds are still in our favor. And that being said, Toro should be able to handle this on his own. I did take off... I did give him a piece of armor, didn't I? Like the Helm of Discord? I don't think I did. Oh, I definitely took off the accursed armor, though. Well, that just gets rid of the physical resistance. Which is not that big of a deal when dealing with Silostra, because she's got magical attacks on everyone. Right, get these manticores down on the ground. Because ideally we want Torox to do all the heavy lifting, and just bring them in if we absolutely need to. Because yeah, with the Sword of Cain at this level, provides him with so much strength. Really good if you had the Nemesis crown on top of that. Look at this, Silostra managed to get to rank 50. Same thing with Rob Bartholomew. Yeah. Doesn't seem like their costs are up. Yeah, a few of the developers have references in the game. So Rob Bartholomew in Roxborough is a Skaven, like a semi-generic lord with a unique trait that Clan Pestilence can recruit. There's Tom Phillipson for the dwarfs. Karazakarak. And there may be others I'm not aware of. Yeah, they're not trying to leave the battlefield. That's fine, though. And Torox, he's taking a bit of damage, but seems fine. Can recover in the next battle. Like I said, he doesn't have any physical resistance after taking off the accursed armor. So, ward, save, or block the magical attacks. Okay. Yep. So with that, it got an 88%. But, yeah, that lasts a decent amount of time, but not forever. Better to have it always active. And also, when you've only got one single entity, they have a much higher chance of like blowing up, so you don't have to use your entire army when you've got Torox like this. But, you know, he wants to make a Minotaur Doomstack. Probably won't be able to make him a Minotaur Doomstack in a single turn, just because the amount of dread that we would need in order to get enough capacity for all these Minotaurs would be quite high. Take a very long time. But we can get him a bunch of dread and get him the rampage token that reduces the cost on increasing their capacity. Okay, this should be the army losses here, because that was a great blob. Good. Now, none of them left the battlefield, so I really hope one of them raised the dead, because we want another opportunity to attack them, obviously. Okay. Yeah, just take the money. Good. Some of them survived. Right, now at this point here, the rampage should be on. Yeah, it's on. Is this the first time you've been at 8 momentum? Oh my god, I mean, you've been really passive. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Holy shit, because you lose momentum every turn. Holy shit. Anyway, we've got our momentum going there. So, the next question is, who's next? Do we come down this way here and set up another Herdstone? Because we've still got another Herdstone token. This army over here, how strong are they compared to us? Very strong. If we zoom out here, yeah, I can't see if there's any other armies out here. So grab, yeah, extra ward save for Torox there, that's great. And looking at him, yeah, I didn't equip him with any armor. Just give him the Helm of Discord then. So, with that amount of movement refreshing, that's right, it costs 3 each refresh because you don't have this one here. So that'd only be a couple of refreshes before we run out. Because it'd be good to get down over here, but you've cleared out all this area. Alright, well, let's take him, and let's come around over this way, because we've got this blood ground going at the moment, although you really should have set up the blood ground or the Herdstone at Nagaron, because you've actually got a landmark there. Not that big of a deal, like Nagaron's probably one of the worst ones, but it provides you with armor faction-wide, which, and melee attack when fighting against Dark Elves. Some of the other ones are significantly better. Alright. So with this, we just need to keep an eye on this before we head back over this way. Alright, we've got 24 Ruination tokens there. Let's go blow up Nagaron. Because if I go over here and attack that, there's 2 battles we can get out of that one. Hang on, let me count this. So if we go beat that, we'll still be within blue here. Need one of these resets to get to that point. And then I'll probably need another one to get to here. So that'd be 6 points I would have to spend of the momentum. Which could lead us to get stuck. So maybe I should go over here first. Alright, we'll do that. Because there's 3 potential battles here. Good, we've got enough movement to get to that. Alright, now, if we go to Torox, yeah, we want to get foul premonitions. We want to make sure we ambush this one, which it says 100%. Well, that's pretty good. Go for it. Cool. I think we should fight this battle manually and try to make sure as many of them leave the battlefield as possible so that we actually get a second battle, because there's not enough of them to guarantee that they'll raise the dead. But it's not like this is going to be a difficult fight at all. Thing is, with Torox, none of the fights are actually difficult. It's about trying to get the most out of it, to actually get him to catch up to where he actually should be. So he can get those Minotaurs that he wants. Which, that's as far as Beastmen are concerned, a noble venture. Alright, so they see us. Just want them to start getting going. Yep, they're going. Cool, I'll just kill a couple of these guys at the back here while that one gets away. If those bats are thinking that they can shoot us, I got another thing coming. Probably did that because I thought they could get us with impunity. Okay, this guy's about to leave the battlefield. Good. And army losses surely any moment. There we go. Good. Alright, cool. And we will grab the replenishment because not that much favor to be gained that time. It's a good thing these armies weren't on force march. Oh my god. It's the first time you fought 4 battles in the same turn. Okay. Alright, so after the next battle, we'll be here. Which, do we have enough? Alright, here's a bit of a risk. Because if I attack this one, obviously... Oh, wait, we've got lightning strike, so that'll work. Yeah, okay, just do that then. Yeah, keep them out of it. Jeez, that's a lot of casualties considering what... No, okay, now we're pretty much out of movement. Good, we got to that point, which allows us to purchase the Savage Rampage for this one. That way, it's only going to cost us 2 tokens instead of 3. Good stuff. Okay, and then we can blow this one up. Alright, hang on. Alright, we can fight one more battle before we have to come back over here and do this. Here's another thing, though, is that when you blow up a settlement, you lose most of your movement. So... I don't know anything you can do about that. Because, yeah, all we have to do is come over here and fight 3 battles, it is, to get back to here, and then you keep going with the rampage. Alright. Try to make sure I don't get stuck. Let's attack them there. Could auto that. Should be fine. Yes. I don't know. I feel like I should have done better. Alright, we'll go with advance. Raise and advance. Yep. That's right. Alright, and if we fight another battle, then we won't be able to use this. Okay, so let's pop this down in a moment. As close to them as we possibly can. Also, when the rampage ends, this will go to a... I don't know what number it will be, but we'll lose a few momentum. Or potentially gain it if we're high enough. Alright, do that. So we need to fight 3 battles here. Now, I reckon it'd be good to fight 2 battles from these guys, and then... No, save that, because I might want to make my way down here later. I can use that to daisy chain my way over, sort of. Alright, let's take out this one here first. Like that one. But, since we're going to lose all of those rampage tokens anyway, it's going to be reset. So, get even closer, and even though we're got plenty of movement, just do it again. Okay. Because as long as we don't go to 0, it's fine. Alright, do this. Should be an ambush. Hang on. Maybe guarantee it if I grab a bit of this. Good. Good. Alright, I reckon we can justify an auto-resolve there. And yeah, not much replenishment. But there, the rampage is over, so now we can't reset the movement, but we're already at max movement. Oh, look at that! The banner actually did provide us with that extra movement when we reset it. Interesting. I wonder if we transfer this guy over when we've got this back, whether or not that would work. I'm not sure. Okay, we've got a fair amount of favor. Now let's grab the Banner of Madness. Oh, we've got a Banner of Swiftness. Oh, we don't need to be that fast, do we? Could always wear this here for extra speed. Distorted Reality is good. Yeah, grab it. I mean, it's going to turn him into a Mortis engine when they've got low leadership, which they might. Ah, crap, I don't know which one I took off. Doesn't matter. Probably was crap. Okay, then we got to fight 2 battles. So get in closer, you can reinforce. Right, if I attack from that angle there, I could potentially push that one out that way. So attack from over this angle here. Alright, I have to fight this one manually because we're starting to take a fair bit of damage. Okay, put this on him, and how about this one goes on one of them? And we'll see how we go with this. Forgot the other banner. Oh no. Extra damage on units we're not going to use. Toro took a bit of damage from the auto-resolve. Yeah, this is going to be easy. Just have to make sure that one of them leaves the battlefield. That's another reason why we want them to be ambushes. Because with the undead, when you fight them on a field battle, they fight to the death, and then they sometimes vampire guys don't get any guys recovered. Alright, so our resistances now, we got 10% physical resistance, 53% ward save. A bit more than what he had previously, but still not really one-man doomstack potential just yet. I mean, he is, but he's not perfected one-man doomstack. Just waiting them to get all clumped. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just thinking it would have been better to delay them a bit longer. But as long as they don't go over there to annoy us, which is exactly what they're doing. Alright, just withdraw them. Because Torox is unbreakable, it doesn't matter if we get army lost. Now, we only needed one of their units to leave the battlefield. That's happened, so whenever the army losses wants to trigger, I'm all good with that. Yeah, it'd be good if these ones here get wiped out, because they don't have a whole lot of units that can deal with it. Oh, I guess I got manticores as well. Have they been taking damage? Oh, they would have taken it in the auto resolve. Okay. So we had a late army losses because we withdrew like 50% of our balance of power because of the reinforcing army. But I wanted them with us because, for one thing, it allows us to actually replenish more. And the other thing is, I think it's potentially more items as well. Yeah, some of that replenishment will go over to them as well. Okay, one more battle, and then we've got the next one sorted. So this guy's not going to be able to get much more movement out of him. So looking at this again. Oh yeah, we've also got this one. So yeah, we want the reduced dread cost for increasing capacities of minotaurs. That would be ideal there. That's a good amount of stuff. Okay, then strike at this one, and we should just be able to auto resolve that. Okay, rampage active again. So there are 4 battles here available to us. So we run off, go do something else, come back later. 5 battles if we can manage to get all of them. Alright, so next stop for Torox, we've got 7 momentum. Attacking one of these guys now would just help us get more momentum, but it would also... We've got 3 battles before we have to be back here. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'd have to come back. Or could it potentially be 1, 2, and set up another Herdstone out over here, so that when we're done with this, we can maybe go over this way. But I just don't know where their armies are. If we have a look for flags out this way, it doesn't look like it. Looking at the Dark Elves, they've probably got an army. Yeah, over here though, and it's sitting inside the settlement, which is of not much use to us. This one's out in the open. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go for Nagaron, just leave these ones here for now. Yep, okay, so we pop that down. Good. Some more ward save here, bullish metal. And that's better for your Minotaur Doomstack, because that's what you want to make. Melee attack is definitely good for Minotaurs, but melee defense is better. They'll last a lot better, because they've already got plenty of melee attack, especially if you get this banner here and attach it to it. Let me show you. The Banner of Gorok. Melee attack plus 40 for assigned Minotaur units, and melee strength plus 50%. You can actually put 20 of these in your army if you really want to, although I don't think you put it on Toro. So 19 of them. Could potentially do. So blowing this one up here will bring us up to 6. But then I'll have to use another one, bring us down to 4. Should have enough movement to get to there. So it gets to 5, and then I'll have to come back over here. I think. Unless I can manage to... just don't think it'd be worth it to get it over this way. Not unless there's loads of armies. It doesn't look like there is. Alright. This would definitely be better to occupy it, but it just is what it is. Well, I won't record this one because it's just a siege. I'm just going to send Toroks in to go kill them. It just takes a while, that's all. Yeah, easy fight. It just took like 20 minutes. Or at least that's what it was on the timer. Because they don't blow up so much, they send like 1 unit at a time at you. I tried to cap the town square, which is how I ended up winning, but it just took a while to get there. Okay, so... yeah, that's a good amount of money. Okay. Alright, so with this... oh, we can do these ones again now. Leadership reduction... extra turns with ward savers, not bad, because you got 5 turns of it now. I'd go with this one, it's a good one. Alright, then, let's have a look here. That's good. Oh god, you don't have that. Okay, all that. Charge bonus probably wasn't that important. But yeah, in terms of like looking at this, most wastes of like points of skill points are like here, and I don't think corruption was totally necessary. I mean, magic item drop chance is alright, I guess. Alright, so you got 6, and we're at this level here, so we can fight 2 more battles before we have to come back this way. We're at 50 marks of ruination. We needed 62, and I don't think there's enough in this one here. I'm pretty much cleaned it all out. So that'll get us to 56, and then... oh, hang on. I might be able to, as long as each of those are worth 4 each. Alright, well, let's make our way to here. Shit, okay, alright, I got 4 momentum left. I could go to Grand. Set up a Herdstone there. It'll actually transfer this one into this blood ground. But the problem here is that we don't know if there's any armies in this area. And if I don't bounce... well, occupying that first one here, I'm going to have to use another one of those. So that'll get me to 5, and then I'll be back at 3. So that gives me 1 to get back. But I'll be at full movement here, which we then blow up this one from that angle, making sure that we have the movement one left over. And I might be able to get to here. So we're at 3, then that'll get us to 4, and then that'll get us to 5. That is a big long shot, though. But I'm all about taking them long shots, so let's do that. Fuck, that's risky. Well, I've commit to it now, let's do it. Yeah, because you got a herd shard ready to go. Alright, once again I have to fight another fucking siege. It is what it is. So, once again, easy. It's just so boring. Just got to do the siege that way. Alright, so we didn't come here to blow this up, we came here to set up another Herdstone. Now, we'll get the... hey. That's an interesting item. Good for Toroks. Well, sort of, as long as you actually get the trait. Did we just get another Banner of Swiftness? God damn. Well, hang on. He fought 37 battles in 114 turns. How many battles have I fought in not even 1 turn? So he's now up to... I've fought 11 battles so far. Okay, so... just checking to see if I can cheese the movement a little bit. Alright, we've got 5 momentum. We've got a new Herdstone over here. If we have a look, this is now part of this Herdstone, not this one over here. Now we still need to make our way back over here if we want to get another rampage, because now the... ooh, I made a mistake. Because I was going to hit this one and then this one. But as soon as I hit this one here, we're out of movement. So... yeah, I made a mistake. That's fine, maybe. because I got two uses of this reset in order to get back. Which, given the distance, we should be able to make it if I just get going right now. But if I use it and then blow up one of these, I've only got... Hang on, I'm at 5. Blow this... Hang on, I'm going to use it. I have no choice. If I do this, I'll be at 4. The thing is, yeah, so you blow it up, you're at 4, you're about here. Then you're at 2, you got your reset movement. And at 2, you can't really use it, because if you go down to 0, then it resets this. So that's not going to work. Because, yeah, the amount of movement that we've got now is more than what we'd have if we... not necessarily. Because if we're standing about here when we use the next one, we should be able to make it back, because we've got 238 move points. I was going to say if we set sail from Nagaron, but we have to occupy Nagaron in order to do that. There's no sight of any armies out this way. Because yeah, if I blow this up here, we could just do that ritual right now. It was just to try to get a little bit more out of this. It'd be better to do Chill Road as opposed to this one. Because yeah, if I take both of them out, then we're stuck here for the rest of the turn. Alright, well, we'll have to just do the Chill Road. Make sure we attack it from this angle here. Yeah, I goofed. Just a little bit. Do that. We can get away with an auto resolve, but it is constantly damaging our army. Oh, God damn it. Alright, I'll fight it manually. Just have to. So we have to make sure that I take the blow up option that gives us the most amount of movement back after this. Then we need to fight 3 battles down there, and then we get another rampage. I don't think it's worth coming back up this way, just because it's too sparsely populated up this way. If there were armies, that would help a great deal, but there isn't any that I can see. And because it's on normal campaign difficulty, I just can't guarantee there's going to be huge clusters of armies anywhere. That's it. Like I said, there's nothing they can do. Actually, just withdraw all of them from the battlefield so they don't come at us. Because any damage that's done on these guys here can't be recovered. But on this one, can. Because he's got Gore Feast. The legend of the Pyrrhic victory. Doesn't matter. Literally makes no difference. Alright, battle's almost over. So we've got the Aura of Madness doing a little bit of damage, but compared to the Sword of Cain, it's really just speeds things up by maybe a couple of seconds for this battle. But it's really about that extra physical resistance if we're in a tough fight. Anyway, I've more than made enough favor in this round in order to pay for it. Because he only had like 2 grand sitting in there anyway. Less than that even in his treasury. Good. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. And then just hope that we've got enough movement to make it back. Because, yeah, I may have goofed a little bit. Because I would have needed both of those settlements destruction, or just 2 battles really, in order to get enough momentum in order to get 2 of them back. It's just a precaution. Yeah, raise and advance. Indeed. Didn't run back very far, and it's about the same amount of movement it was from over here. There we go. So then go to there, and then according to this, we'll make it because that's a turn's movement, and we can get that back. Stay in this one here first. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cool. And I don't know if we're coming back up here, but just don't do that right now, because getting 12 right now isn't going to do anything. But that's got us to 62. If we do them both right now, you got the 62. Cool. So the 62 is required in order to get the Minotaur's access. And you've got 2,500 dread here. But we're not done yet. We'll get you a bit more, I think. Alright, so looking at this, I think you should... look here. Gaining more dread from battle is definitely good. Do that. But yeah, I reckon our best bet, if we want to look for more places to go and smash, is to come down this way here. Alright, so we need to somehow turn 4 potential battles into 3. Don't want any more than that. Alright, well... Actually, that shouldn't be too difficult to do, but just to start with this one here. Just auto that, should be fine. Bit of replenishment, cool. Alright, that reset it all. And then we've got this to deal with it. Okay, hang on. Completed the rampage, but oh my god. He hadn't done a single rampage the entire campaign. Holy shit. That's so crazy. Alright, whatever. So now, if we hit... Ooh, how are we going to do this? I think one of these heroes is slowing him down a little bit. Because you don't want to leave too much behind. What have you got in the garrison? Oh, no, you're not done yet. You've got a bit... Oh, yeah, so if we left a little bit of this here, it'll be fine. Because the Beastman can't go into Wolf March. Alright, go for... Yeah, I gotta get 2 battles out of them. And if I attack this guy here, actually, this guy might actually block him from moving. I'm gonna get this guy one out of the way, actually. Otherwise, this one might go in a weird direction, or might go really far, and I won't be able to catch him. So, that's the best bet, I think. Because, yeah, we are running real low on movement. Okay, this one here... No, this... Oh my god, it's tight. Alright, that one first, I guess. Alright, just auto him. Then we just need one more battle. To get the next rampage going. Good, he barely moves at all. And, oh my god, we had 6 move points left. But, again, we could have gone into rampage, which would give us a bit. Not rampage, I mean raid stance. Okay, so we do one more, then we start the next rampage, and we've got 7 tokens ready to go. Okay, well, let's just go on with this. Alright, I think auto resolve will be fine. Probably shouldn't have done that, actually. There are some troops left over. Get the replenishment. Okay, rampage is active again. So, we have once again got 3 battles, well, 4 battles before this rampage ends. And it really depends if there's like loads of armies sitting around here. I just don't know. So we can go 1, 2, 3, and that'll get us to here. And then the attack at monoliths would finish it. Also, the battles that we fight in here, they won't give us anything. So as soon as this one here is done for, what we could do is just skip that one. Although we'll get less ruination tokens. We've got the amount that we actually needed for the Minotaurs. That's done. So that's a success. It's just a matter of can we get a little bit more out of this. That's all. That's what I like to do. Yeah, let's give him more time with this. Because that's what he wanted to do. Okay. So, let me have a look here. You should probably get that. And melee defense
would be good as well. These ones here are not necessary, so I don't disagree with that decision. Go sharks. Yeah, that's only 15 armor piercing. It's next to nothing. Grab extra melee defense. Yep, okay. Get to about... Oh, we can't get around him. I have to fight him. Yeah, I can't use this guy here because well, actually I can if I take one of them out. Just not sure which one. Okay. Let's move to there first. Okay, and then to here. Alright, we've got 3 resets, essentially. Kill those 2. That gives us another reset. Alright. Well, we just have to roll the dice on this, because there's not really a whole lot of other options in terms of where we can go. And I don't think it's worth it to walk around them like that. So let's just, yep, do that. Order of resolve will be fine. 6% from that. I'll take it. Okay. The main purpose, I guess, of getting rid of this one here is just so that it doesn't threaten any of the other Herdstones, which the Herdstones inherently aren't worth anything, apart from, again, this building here, which should build that one here as well. Which one's that? Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, that one there. Dread from battles. That'd be really freaking good. As for the other thing, you can't build gold up. So there is now nothing left in this Bloodground area. Absolutely nothing. So now is the time that we hit Perform Ritual. So that's locked in. And yeah, you don't... You're at 96, so I need this one over here. Here's what we do. Is you perform... Okay, cancel that. Perform the ritual. Right? And then just abandon this Herdstone. You'll get essentially 2 Herdstones back by doing that, because we just gained one from completing the Herdstone, and then you also get one when we abandon it. While the Dread building would definitely be good, it's just... I don't know what else is going on over here. That also gives them an opportunity to come in and recolonize the stuff, so you can come over here and blow it up again. But you can blow up Hag Grief as well, because these ports aren't worth anything. But again, that one there is. Alright, so now we take him and just see how we go. I gotta see what's out this way. Given that these ones are here, we'll fight this manually. Because that's just going to help us speed up the process. All of those bloated corpses. That'll be great. Because that's just going to, yeah, just blow up all their units for us. Make it nice and quick. And that way we can use the post-battle loot options to get some more replenishment. It just allows us to do the auto-resolves every now and again. Like I said before, nothing wrong with auto-resolving. Just don't auto-resolve every fucking battle. Alright, come in from this angle here. And maybe just tell all of them to leave. It's not going to make any difference. This army is pathetic. There's nothing we've got to worry about. We're unbreakable, so they can't do anything. Oh, what'd be good is if I pop this down on the bloated corpses, makes them rampage so that they chase after us. Because sometimes they just like, oh, I don't really think we should be fighting this single entity. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, good stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. I didn't even get everyone off the battlefield. Oh, I took 2 casualties. That's why I told them to leave. I must have just not selected them. But still, thank you, bloated corpses. That was very helpful. See, I didn't even get that many kills. It was all just them. We'll definitely recover whatever 2 that was. I doubt it was a Minotaur. Well, they didn't get any kills either, so how did we lose 2? Weird. Alright, well... recover it. Okay, so yeah, we've got one more battle before we can't reset. Alright, we've also got the Harsh Rampage here going again. Let's, rather than get all of them active, I think it'd be better to give him more time on the ones that are actually the best, because newer player to the game, if this is the first time a rampage was fucking completed, he may not do another one, who knows. And then this one, that just in case he gets that opportunity with them. Alright. Alright, well we can get over to here without spending another token. Or should we try to make our way down? No, we'd never make it because I've only got 3 resets. So it goes... I need to quick save just in case actually. I think it crashes. So it goes... well, there's this one on the way. That's not going to matter. So there's... Well, hang on. That won't give us any Mark of Ruination tokens unless we set up a Herdstone. Hang on. So that's 1 reset. 2. So it gets us here, but we don't know where their armies are. Again, if there's not a big clump of armies, it could be all the way at Quintex. It could be sitting in there, or it could be freaking in Ulth1. Because yeah, she's super bloody strong, and you are at war with her, but it's just... Yeah, don't know. What about Silostra? Well, she's still got a fair few armies left. That can't be everything. But she's also got a lot of territory. And that's the big question. Like 32 settlements. God damn. Just don't know. So, if we set up a Herdstone here... That's actually not taken into consideration. There's only a couple of settlements. There's if they're sitting outside the settlements, it's not really worth it, anything. If we set up a Herdstone at Hotek's column, we get these settlements here as part of the Blood Grounds. It's a shame this one here is on Force March because I can't get 2 battles out of them. I think at this point here, I basically have pushed it as far as we can. If there's no armies in here, it's just a straight up gamble. But I think over here is a safer bet than coming down over here. Alright, so... I have to spend 1 to get there in the first place. That's not ideal. I wonder if the Twisted Glade might be better, because that way you've at least got a port, and you could set sail a lot easier. Potentially. I don't know. I'll see how far we get. Maybe that works. We've got lots of... there's no armies in this area. Alright, well, we're going to do this first. We can get to the Twisted Glade. Alright, so we've got 2 more resets available. We capture the Twisted Glades. We'll have 6 momentum, which is still 2 resets. From the Twisted Glade, we might be able to get to Toranlek. I just have no idea. I have no fucking clue. It's just a straight up guess if there's going to be armies out here or not. Straight up guess. But yeah, this is a big concentration of cities, so you could pinball around here a lot easier in Ulth1 than you can up this way. Because I can't see any way of getting another rampage going up here, and then it'll be multiple turns before you get to the next area. So if we do actually end the turn, it'd be good if you've got somewhere that you can set up another rampage. So I reckon over here would be best. Alright, well, we'll go and take the Twisted Glade. See, that one, as soon as we capture that, it'll be worth... we can do the Ritual of Ruination straight away, if we want to. Alright, well, once again, I gotta fight this manually. Yeah, auto-resolving that will not be worth it. Be destroyed. But it's all easy stuff, it's just time-consuming. So once again, I'll pause the recording, so go sort that out. So yeah, once again, super easy. Not an issue. Oh, it's tempting to do that. That's so much money. But if we do that, we certainly can still potentially colonize it. Oh man, it's like double. It's like the entirety amount of money that we've gained so far.
apart from what I've already spent. Plus, if you do that, then he'll be tired from now. That's not that big of a deal. It's not for one turn. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. It's just so much money. Alright, so one more battle, and then this gets reset. So we've got 2 of these we can use. So if I was to come over here, hypothetically, reset my movement right before attacking this one, and then use that movement to come around over here, so that would reset us, blow that up, and hopefully move into this direction so that I could then blow up that one. Maybe that could work. I think that's still a fairly big long shot. I think it's still safer. Well, this is better for the future of your campaign coming down this way. Okay, so if we colonize this, we also don't get the oh, we do get the ritual. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, so oh, we don't even get the there it is. Okay, there it is. Recently colonized. So bigger in battle tide, but that's okay. Our army is fucking invincible. Okay, so see if we can get you to rank 50 by the end of this. I'm not sure. It just depends if this is going to work. Alright, you can't go into a different stance. Oh, I can't even get back up there now. Well, we've got 2 of them, so it's okay if this doesn't use it all up. It doesn't quite get there. We can't go in raid stance while we're at sea. Alright, do that. Oh, hang on. I might actually be able to land. Oh, we do land. Okay, and we find ourselves... There's nothing here! We've got 1 more of these that we can use. So yeah, with the twisted glade here, we'll just pop that down and then just abandon it. That way you get 2 Herdstone shards out of it. Essentially, and you still get to keep the ritual resource. So we're currently at 120. To get to the next one, needs 30, which I don't know. So if we fight this battle here, this gets reset because we've only got 1 more battle left. But I've got 1 more reset, so we could potentially go and check out over here. I won't be able to get into any of these gates because I can't deal with them unless there's no way to know. All right, well then we do this and then just back off so we're outside of the zone of control. And then we use this. How far would it get us? It won't get us very far. There would have to be armies right here in order for us to be able to get another rampage going. It's the only way I can see it happening. Well, let's see. Okay. No. There's just an absence of armies around the area. Yeah, you don't want to set up a Herdstone on a gate. That's not ideal. Doesn't make any difference if you set up a Herdstone. Actually, inland settlements are usually better for Herdstones than sea ones. If we just have a look at this, it doesn't provide any... It's casualty replenishment, right? Who cares? It's not a big deal. So if we... Another thing you could do is just accept that this is going to fail. Because yeah, as soon as I press this button here, the rampage goes back to here. It gives us some more movement. It gives us the opportunity to go and check out what's over here. But let's be real, on normal difficulty, their army is probably concentrated in one area, and if they've got...
What is it?
If they've got 36 settlements, like there's just no way to know where they are. And these armies that are sitting inside the settlement, they're no bloody good to us. And I can't get inside Ulfborn without blowing up one of these settlements here first. So this Tordronil here, this gives us a pretty good blood ground area for you to work on next turn. And I don't think Silostra is going to bother you again for a little while. And also, because of how much we've done, you are now capable of recruiting 2 additional armies. You've also got bucket loads of this stuff. Alright, let's conclude the... Hang on, what if I did it here instead? No, I said not to do those ones. Alright, do this, easy auto resolve, it's fine. So that ends the rampage. And then we just raise the Herdstone. So there's no way we're going to be able to chain some more together. So he finished the rampage bar 3 times in 1 turn, which is more he did in all of his time playing. Get this one. Which one was it? Yeah, this one. And we've also got, hang on. Those have been purchased. This one over here. I don't think he... No, Wargors are FLC, aren't they? So you should have access to those. I'll leave that blank. That way you can just choose whatever he wants for his thing. I didn't get to quite rank 50 there. This is what it is. And yeah, we don't have the capabilities to reset it because we just couldn't chain up any more of those. Funny thing is with Torok's campaigns, actually, I reckon it's better to play it on like higher campaign difficulties, but it is what it is. Play whatever difficulty you want. Because yeah, the more battles you fight, the better. But yeah, it went from 38 to 120 there. If you want to cancel the abandonment of it, I guess it's fine. I guess it just depends on what you want to do. Because you still got a fair few Herdstone shards. It's just that it's not well defended, and you got fuckloads of money now, so that's not a problem. You're definitely not in a crisis situation, that's for sure. And Torox is super fucking strong. So, still got that Helm of Discord on him. You got the Helm of Draesk. If you're willing to save scum it, you could potentially get him some more ward save and some more health. It's really fucking good trait. Another thing we could do, if we go to items here, if we want to try to get a blue armor piece for Torox, we could just buy 2 green ones from here. The Cloak of Unreality is probably better than Mutated Gorgon Hide. I'm just not sure. I'm pretty sure these are green items. Yeah, because the 7,000 ones are blue. Alright, so you grab 10,000 for 2 of those. Oh shit, they're actually blue. Whoops. Oh, Legend, you spent too much money. Well, shit, even that is still better than what currently wearing, because that gives us missile resistance, which is most weak against, and some more speed, which is good, and reduces their melee attack, which is essentially more melee defense for him. So that's still better, and then you've got another one. I thought they were green. My mistake. No big deal. And now, yeah, there's, hang on a second. Oh my, hang on. Yeah, that's been built. Okay, so if we come over to here, so these have been reduced in price now, we can grab more Minotaurs for you. Now that will take 2, yeah, they take 2 turns to recruit. Yeah, there they are. But it's up to you if you want to do that. There's another little trick that you can do with hordes. I don't know if they fixed this, but if you fill your entire army with a recruit order, right? And the first things that you recruit have multi-turns to finish. By the time the second turn happens, it actually just concludes everything in your recruitment here. Also, actually, I wonder if this exploit still works, where you I'm just checking. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to check. You do this. I'm just going to disband a couple of shit that I'm sure you don't care about. Do that. And then you save it. And then you load it. I'm just checking to see if old exploits are still in the game. Because I don't recall this being patched. But I haven't actually checked this out in ages. Because if you don't want to go over your capacity right away, because I mean, turn 114, you got to get your damn Minotaur army, and if you can get the whole thing in 2 turns without having to spend any more dread, you can spend your dread on other things. But again, I'm just not sure if I'm even doing the exploit right, or whether... Hang on, let me look here. No, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but it's not... Because yeah, if you save it and then you come back over here, it forgets that you've... Well, it used to forget that you had queued them, but that's not what's happened here at all. They've fixed that exploit. I think. It's been such a long time since I've actually even attempted to do it. You've also got extra recruitment at the Herdstone here. So you could get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Minotaurs recruited in a single turn, depending on how much of that dread you want to spend on Minotaurs. But it's entirely up to you. It's all good. Alright, I've done everything that I can here. The rest is up to him to continue the campaign. But yeah, he is in no means close to defeat now. Because he's got, a fair few more Herdstones. And he's got more capabilities. Because he's got access to 4 armies now. And you've got this ritual that he can keep doing. But you've got to deal with that next turn or the turn after if you want to recruit some more Minotaurs. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Later, guys.